are in Black Mountain ORV Park in Harlan, Kentucky for the Great American Crawl.
We're back after about 4 years, I think. This was one of our very first stops.
Second stop, year one.
Yeah, super nice being back here. A lot more water. We just had a bunch of rainfall before we came out this week. Pretty good time.
Yeah, it's never dry here.
No, it's
Ever.
yeah.
Yeah, this place is gorgeous. Everywhere you go, there's creeks and waterfalls, water running everywhere. On the trails, off the trails, it's gorgeous.
Fish Fossil was actually one of the trails we did last time too. Came back to it this time with a lot more water. Fish Fossil is basically a running creek that you're driving through.
It was definitely a big change for me because the last few things we've done have been on the West Coast, so it's like the polar opposite here, so it took a little bit to get used to. You're definitely a whole lot more throttle here.
And you just keep going up and up and up over all these rocks, flowing water, and you know, again, despite the flowing water, we still had really good grip with the Mickeys. They performed well for us.
We left the staging area and it went right into the water and the big rocks, and a good step two in the first day.
You basically just drive a creek for whatever it was, half hour to hour.
I think it was kind of a mixture of having super muddy sections, and the water also made it kind of easier in some sections because it washed the rocks away.
So I've never been here before, and it's kind of cheesy, but I really like waterfalls. While it was wet and raining and hailing, I might add, the rocks still had a lot of grip to them. They weren't like slippery wet, they were just wet. I enjoyed it, it was fun. We didn't get to do Lion's Den, that was on my agenda, but that's okay, there's always next time.
Yeah, basically once the top of the hill is clear, it's East Coast wheeling, pedal to the metal, and you just go for it.
sounded really cool with all of us going.
It did, because we're all just bashing it. I hit that at least 10 times until ultimately I think, all right, first isn't working, second isn't working, third isn't working. Let's go third, way back, and just ram it. And then I almost took you out.
Yep.
It worked.
It did work. Into kind of like a rock garden, and then you have a nice access road to your right, so people can spectate, bypass if they want to do it. And then ultimately, I think our entire group pretty much ran the rock garden over there all the way to the very end. I don't know, whenever running with Nick, you have this giant bug to play around with, and he's always fun to play around with, and we don't care about hitting into each other or bouncing off each other. It's always kind of a good time.
Middle rock garden, you had to give it in some of the few spots it was kind of dug out from the bouncer coming through. And I landed hard and bent that skid plate and kissed the drive shaft a little bit. It was a good learning experience to find the tires and the corners that I can't see, and the ground clearance and the tipping points.
So I just freshly got a sandwich at the beginning of that trail.
Some of the people were super impressed by that.
I guess. Apparently eating a sandwich and driving at the same time is a very specialized skill here in Kentucky. A pretty decently gnarly like uphill climb, and it's just straight boulders.
Yeah.
At the very bottom of this, it's like a two-parter. The very bottom of it, it's just big boulders, and then the top part, it's just steeper, but it's not as many boulders.
Stuff. That's where Ian smoked a taillight, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, little things.
Oh no. Taillight!
I managed to get actually the totally off the line all the way up around the big rock, and kind of it was sitting behind me, and it kissed that taillight enough when I slid over, and it just shattered.
That's a $150 taillight. What are you doing?
Gonna get a new mortgage, I guess. And we tried heating up the tires a little bit and get them to grab. Finally, Nick came over in rock buggy, and gave me his front tire to give me some more traction so I could, or else it was just gonna cave in the rest of the bed and we didn't want that, so.
Yeah, he's put his front tire up against your back tire and just kind of pushed you in.
Stop! I've noticed a lot of you are not subscribed to the channel. We are gonna be giving away a free shirt in every video this year. This is one of the new shirts we're giving away on the Great American Crawl at every stop. We've also got these and a bunch of other apparel we're launching. We're gonna be grabbing one thing out of our store at random and sending it out to one of you who have subscribed to the channel. Like, subscribe, leave a comment below that you have and what your shirt size is, and it could be you. We're gonna pin your comment to the top, whoever we pick, and then you're gonna be getting a pretty cool piece of clothing. Enjoy the video.
Andy, you're gonna have to just come around it.
So your turn was fun. Again, the guide that we had that day, I don't think he really knows the lines very well that way. Somehow I was perpendicular to the trail at this point. So what happened is there was a big log and I was like, oh, I'm gonna stay on top of this log. I did not stay on top of the log and ultimately I fell off. We decided to use the entire front end of the bug and tires to get me turned around. And after spending 10 minutes to try and get turned around, we got turned around.
my wheelbase wasn't so good on some of them because I was like trying to like climb as my rear tires needed to go over a log that was like facing this way. And my rear end was like going to Wendy's to get a Frosty while my front end was trying to go up the trail. It's shit, but more throttle.
That's true.
Fixed everything.
At least your rear end stayed together this time.
That's true. Thank you, Jason.
Yeah, it was
Twisty, windy,
We
uphill.
climbed a long ways for a long time up that creek bed. I mean, it came down from a good high point in the mountain. A bunch of rock shelves in there, a couple logs, man, about 2 or 3 feet around. You kind of rode those up, one side of the tires. There was a whole lot of that for a lot of climbing.
It was pretty cool though, because we don't get that in Michigan. We don't get to drive in water like that. So being able to climb elevation in any flowing water with a bunch of big rocks, twisty, windy, whatever, was fantastic for us just because we don't get that experience ever.
I love wheeling with Cameron and her man Austin. They're both just super cool people, man. I was really, really stoked. Second or third time I've been out with them since they became a part of the team. She brings my kind of party to the trail every time. I love it.
So we're thinking about taking the bypass there.
Ledges on steeper ledges with mud, and you're staring at the sky the entire time. So it was a good obstacle.
I don't know how many people I saw. St. Peter was up at the top at the gates. People kept trying to get up there and he kept shutting the door on them going, nope, denied.
I don't like it, Alex. That? Me neither. I really don't like it, but good luck. I mean, worst case, we flip. Yeah. We just leave it here and then just all head back and we'll get some food. Okay.
Alex, always one for adventure, said, hey, I'm going to do it. So
Maybe.
I had kind of an idea. He told me not really to go that way. I went there anyways. But I don't know, like it just worked.
Surprisingly, for as much trouble as we were seeing the bouncers having, I mean, you shot all the way up to where you had to make that hard left and made it look pretty easy, really.
Yeah, like the Jeep just worked. At that point, like honestly, I don't know what happened. I can't say I did it because I don't know. But it just worked to get to the top. I mean, you have your gnarly like little ledges at the bottom. You have running water. It's pouring rain out. It's muddy.
Right there. Go. Get it.
So the 42s do work awesome. I have to put that out there. It just was soup at that point. It was rutted out. It was soupy. There was like no traction up there, and I had to winch up at the top. But Other than that, like, it was a fun obstacle, in all honesty. Like, it was a good trail. I had a good time with it.
2 rock bouncers before him had to winch out, so he did really well. He did better than the rock bouncers getting to the top and getting out, in all honesty. Bunch of guys kind of followed him up like, I guess we're gonna try it. And by the time he got out, people got jockeyed around. I think they saw the probably, well, a whole lot safer just turn around and go back. So it kind of got chaotic from there. I had to get winched out to bypass the right. I was head to toe mud. It was full on East Coast, hammer down and hope for the best, and I still stalled out.
That's pretty slick there.
It got bananas in a hurry.
And due to the rain, it was so slick. So you just locked it in 4 low, first gear, and pedal the metal.
Yeah,
it was very muddy.
Once I got winched out of the way, you just dropped the hammer and you made it. Rain and mud aren't my favorite, but still had a great time.
Even though there was rain, the Mickey Thompsons went where I wanted it to go, and the terrain was phenomenal. The water was great. The people were fantastic as well.
I mean, you eventually got us to some pretty cool shit, eventually.
They can walk next time.
Yeah. But man, I had a great day one, and I thought it was an awesome time.
If you guys want to come hang out for a weekend, have a good time with us, go on to greatamericancrawl.com, see local events to you, sign up, come hang out.
And don't forget, guys, as always, the Great American Crawl is a 100% free event to everybody. There's never any charge. Your only fees are going to be whatever you pay to the parks, if we're on private land, whatever their wheeling fees are. So come on out and enjoy it. You're going to get a free driver's shirt. You're going to get a free raffle ticket for a ton of great prizes from our brand partners. We do a big barbecue dinner with a varying menu. We're going to feed you on Saturday night. So we hope to see you guys at the next one and have a good time.
You gotta be quicker than that!